And we're back. This is going to be game number 2 between Cats123, very clever names by the way, versus CES in the ESL 1 Katowice NA qualifier. My name is Skim, I'm joined by Lacoste. Game 1 was something.
Weird, I would dare to say. Yeah, Cats123 sounds like a password for a 13-year-old.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well. Anyway, we're in game number 2 already. The draft already well underway. We have only bans thus far. They're really taking their time, aren't they?
Yeah, that they're trying to think of a couple of heroes, how to counter those super good strategies from Cats123.
Oh, they're gonna go for the Shadow Shaman this time. Wait, no, there's no game sound. Why did I forget the game sound? There we go.
So, Shadow Shaman as a first pick. So nothing surprising there. At least we're having a couple of normal drafts.
No Bane. Well, he's banned, so I'm glad about that. But I mean, technically speaking, the last draft was also, CS at least. They also had the Shadow Shaman and Axe, I think. So maybe we'll still see some crazy shit. Maybe it's CS time to pick something weird.
I think they're gonna play serious. They seem like a team who wants to win. Like they were not clowning at all.
They did all chat when the 5-man Tinker gang came in. They were like, "What the fuck?" But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say there's a lot on the line. I mean, it is one spot ultimately, and there's many more bigger teams to face still. But you definitely want to win here.
Dire team pick.
Disruptor. Seen a lot of Disruptor yesterday as well. Not as much as Bane, but generally speaking, we've seen a couple. We've seen the FY 4-position Disruptor. But other than that, usually
that's
just the 5-position one.
Maxing Thunderstrike, going for Spirit Vessel, the damage over time, he deals like 1,000 damage.
A lot of solo kill potential.
5 seconds remaining.
They are really taking the time, just using all they have to pick first 2 heroes.
Which is kind of weird because
yeah, I mean, all the, let's call them good heroes, are banned. I mean, only Omni and Night Stalker plus the Bane are usually banned in the first phase in Tier 1 games.
Yeah, we don't really see a lot of... Well, I guess, depending on the team, there are, Puck first phase bans, but Tusk and Sand King...
Radiant team pick.
Clockwork pick now, so most likely that 4-position Clockwork. Could be an offlane, of course, but... I think he's much stronger as a 4-position, because everything he does, he also does as a 4-position hero.
Yeah, the only thing position 3 Clock does is that he pressures the lane, especially if they have a weak support. By weak support, I mean slow, something like AA Shadow Shaman. Once Clockwork gets the boots on an offlane, he can easily, especially if he gets to level 3, he can get the solo kill on the supports and just win the lane from there. Plus he gets...
at your service.
He gets faster to level 6. Cats123 with the second pick, Wind Ranger.
Radiant team
yeah.
Look, they have their own meta. They just don't conform to industry or scene standards.
They did not leave the NA bubble.
Dire team
How do you feel about Wind Ranger? We don't really see a lot of Wind Ranger these days for a very good reason.
One of the weakest heroes at the moment.
I agree.
Yeah, it feels so random. Like shackles are kind of hard to hit.
10 seconds
I don't know.
remaining.
Now ulti, it seems even weirder. Like you run and shoot at people. The talents are not that good either.
I remember running into Weeha at an event, and I asked him, "Yo, you are the only one that really plays Windrunner. Do you think it's viable right now?" He's like, "No, it's one of the worst heroes in the game." And I think she's just way too squishy. I think that's one of the biggest issues. You kind of have to, or how do you itemize the Windrunner? I think that's
Yeah.
one big issue, right? How do you
Radiant
itemize her to
team
make sure
back.
you don't die easily, but you still deal damage and you're still relevant?
Like, where do you even play Windranger? Like, you can
Probably
play her
offlane.
as a mid or an offlane hero. I mean, she kind of is better on an offlane in terms of
10 seconds
if you go for
remaining.
like Windrun level 1, plus if you get an Orb of
Dire
Venom,
team
you
pick.
can really harass the enemy
Yeah.
supports. It's really hard to shut her down from taking the XP. Plus you can
Radiant
also
team
pull the
pick.
creeps with it.
Tide Hunter.
That's actually a really good point. Yeah.
But even if you after you do that, like what do? You can buy a Force Staff, and that's it. Like there's no good items on a Windranger that you can buy.
I agree. And oftentimes
10
it feels like you have to go for those
seconds
mobility items. But when you do, what impact do you
5
have then?
seconds remaining.
You blink shackle, but you don't deal any damage, really, without going into two other items like Aghanim's Maelstrom or whatever.
Yeah, it's a lot of farm.
Dire team pick.
I feel like she needs a lot of help to set up kills for her, and Spirit Breaker is a start, I guess. They could apply a lot of pressure in that offlane if they wanted to.
Yeah, Spirit Breaker, not the greatest pick here against Disruptor, who can
And even
send him
Clockwork
back
as well.
against the
10
Clockwork
seconds
as well.
remaining. 5 seconds
And Tidehunter is
remaining.
not an easy offlaner to kill either. So we shall see in this entire game.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a hero that is as weak as Windranger right now. I really don't see a
Radiant
hero
team pick.
who's that weak.
I think every other hero is more viable than Windranger right now. No. This is really difficult. I'm looking on your screen right now. It's really difficult. I feel like every other hero contributes at
10
least something,
seconds
right?
remaining.
I mean, Windranger is
5 seconds
fun
remaining.
to play though. The shackles, the things you can do,
So
especially
satisfying.
with the branch, like when you hit the 2-man shackle. Plus her talents are changed. Like level 20 plus one
The invisible
shackle
one is
shot
actually pretty nice.
target. It doesn't even work.
Yeah,
Like,
it's pretty bugged.
It's
It's pretty bugged.
like you can shackle 5 heroes if they're standing in a line. So how's that plus 1 shackle shot target? I don't know if they fixed it. I've seen a couple of videos. Plus, but you need to
Dire
stand
team
like in a
back.
perfect line.
Invoker.
Do you remember when people used to, when somebody hit like a really sick shackle, people used to like scream Light of Heaven?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? I miss those times. I thought that was really cool. Just like, oh, Light of Heaven. Or, I don't know. It's like, it gives
10 seconds
proper,
remaining.
it praises a player, it just gives this, it's a little bit
5
more hype than
seconds
just, oh,
remaining.
great shackle.
There was a Lacoste shackle as well. The term. I mean, that was
Radiant
one of my
team
favorite
back.
heroes to play.
Radiant team
Sadly,
pick.
it's in the state where it's pretty much unplayable.
Maybe Cats123 can make it work. Like the support Terrorblade.
Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with the Windranger. The Invoker
It's probably offlane Windranger now.
mid.
10 seconds remaining. 5
No,
seconds
I mean, I like the
remaining.
Invoker with the Shadow Shaman Spirit Breaker. A lot of kill potential.
Dire team pick.
Takiro.
That's probably carry Jakiro. Or is it a carry Windranger? What would you prefer?
I would prefer carry Jakiro.
I agree.
Go for the meme hammer. Just take down the tower.
You say meme hammer, but it's very effective.
No, it's really good. On Jakiro, it's good.
10
It's
seconds
viable on a
remaining.
couple of heroes. On position 4, Nature's
5
Prophet,
seconds remaining.
Clockwork.
Templar
So you're a big
assassin.
fan
Maybe.
of the Z Freak meme hammer?
Well, when it came out, Meme Hammer was super bad. Now with the recent buff, it's decent. Like Treant can build it. I've tested it on Naga Siren as position 4 Naga. It works really well. Like you can deal a lot of damage to the towers with just illusions and meme
Right.
hammer. Plus you have an end snare and then use it. So pretty good setup.
This is why you keep losing games.
Yeah, exactly. No, I win those games with Naga.
Damn.
Let me just check something.
Anyway, we have TA last pick for CS. TA also not a hero we see too often these days.
Yeah, TA is kinda hero that snowballs. Did you say TA?
TA.
Yeah, TA
Yeah,
against
TA.
Jakiro is. I mean, they picked it because of the Invoker, so they might switch things around.
Prepare for battle.
It's
Gonna
a
be
mid-wind ranger.
Mid-wind ranger.
Yeah,
So
TA.
safe lane Invoker. Nope, never mind. What? They're gonna pull tangos to both of them?
They might switch things around. I mean, Invoker gets destroyed against the TA.
Yeah, I would be surprised if they left this. This is gonna be another 5-man gang.
All right, so current winning streak with Naga 3. With the meme hammer.
With the meme hammer.
Yeah, three
Damn.
games meme hammer.
Well, this smoke gang train is rolling in. They do find the TA with a shackle, sunstrike on top of it, charge to follow through as well. Not really properly chained, but they don't really need it, I suppose. And they find the kill. First blood goes to
30 seconds to
Cats123 yet again.
Yeah, they love the 5-man gangs early on. We'll see if it pays off. So Jakiro looks so sad, man, with one pulled tango and just 3 tangos.
So that's like a...
Okay, so it's gonna be... he's bringing items, though.
He's bringing items, alright.
3 branches and a circlet.
The battle begins.
I guess they wanted to wait until they knew what the matchup was going to be. Charge goes on through. They even pop the dust for this. This is a very ambitious kill. Yeah, they're not going to get that. So it is going to be the mid-invoker and going to be like an aggressive tri-lane with the Wind Ranger. You know who used to run the aggressive tri-lanes with Wind Ranger? This is a really long time ago. IG. They used to do it with Keeper of the Light and or Shaker. It was really strong because you could just... You had so much mana available. You had so much
plus
burst damage.
it's a long range.
Yeah. So much burst damage. They owned so much with that. I really miss those times. Good stuff.
It's gonna be 1 versus 1 Jakiro against the Tidehunter.
How do you feel about that matchup?
Well, Jakiro's gonna... I mean, you can't shut down the Tide, but with the build that he's gone for, with the Boots of Speed, he only has 4 tangos left, so Jakiro's gonna harass him a lot, but it's still a Tidehunter. It doesn't matter if you shut him down.
And you can also just pull the wave, which he did earlier. Top lane. Not really getting much farm here. I saw Wind Ranger miss like 4 last hits. It's so difficult to last hit with this hero. In comparison to other heroes. I mean, the animation is nice, but she just doesn't deal any damage. See, she missed another last hit. She just keeps missing last hits, not even because she's getting contested, it's just she doesn't deal damage.
I mean, she has a decent damage. She has 60 damage.
Oh.
60 range damage.
Either way, she's not getting the last hits right now. That's definitely an issue for them. As I say that, though, Weaver's also struggling. Mid lane, speaking of struggle, Invoker, like you mentioned, gets destroyed against this TA, of course. Top lane, well, they find the stun onto the Clockwork, also the kill. Question is, are they going to trade this? Ross dropping low, but it's the Weaver that gets killed.
Yeah, they're gonna kill Mario as well. They just need the vision. Power shot.
It's going to connect
Charge.
as well.
Oh.
Nope. But in the backline, the Thunder Strike gets the kill on the Shadow Shaman, I believe, yeah. So, overall, good start for the Radiant, really.
Not gonna happen.
Well, they have a tri-lane plus a Sunstrike, so it's basically a 4 versus 3.
Quad lane, yeah. Shackle onto the Clockwork again. He did steal the rune. Can they punish him for it? That's the question. Doesn't seem like they can. Not with the cogs here. Maybe a Sunstrike? No. Doesn't seem interested in using that.
Weaver really shines in 3 versus 3 lanes. Once she gets level 1 of Swarm. Yeah, it's a lot of damage. Let's see the bottom lane. Tidehunter 8-0, Jakiro on 14. Of course, Jakiro is gonna farm much more.
And yeah, that mid lane is very one-sided. Do you accept this and just make sure the Invoker just gets enough farm to eventually picks up that Midas, or do you have to help this this lane out?
Well, they can make a kill. They just charged him.
Is that gonna be enough for a kill?
Yeah,
though?
Shadow Shaman just picked up an Invis as well.
Well, with that might be enough, but Brink has to be careful not to die first. There's the Cold Snap onto the Shackle as well. Sunstruck to go through. The charge connects as well, and that is a kill indeed. Well, that's a good rotation here. Of course, that Invis rune helped a lot.
And he has,
bottom tower
what,
is under
2 levels
attack.
in Quas plus a magic one, so he has a lot of regen. 12 per second even brought another set of tangos. Oh, look at Tide Hunter on the bottom lane, just doing the Tide Hunter things.
That's very annoying.
Radiant's
Against
bottom
Jakiro.
tower is under attack.
But Clockwork coming in now. Looks like they might want to go for this kill, commit for this.
Radiant's
And I say commit for this, even though, you know, it's a very easy kill to get. Or should be an easy kill to get, and then they do this. Top lane. Shackle shot onto the Disruptor, but the Weaver is also backstabbing the Windrunner. There's the Windrun pop. Disruptor now trying to eat himself through the tree line, but the Shadow Shaman comes in here as well. That's at least 1 kill, but it's immediately traded against the Wind Ranger. Question is, does the Weaver get more here? They even committed Sentry for this nice bash, but the Shikuchi secures a double kill.
Why do you say nice bash?
I mean, it's a nice bash.
Don't you hate playing against the
I mean,
Spirit
of course I
Breaker?
hate sort of
And it
playing
feels like
against
it's
Spirit
50%.
Of course. When you're playing it yourself, it's like 1%. But such is Dota. Bottom lane. Clockwork's still around.
Dire's top tower
Another
is under
rotation on the
attack.
mid lane.
Yeah, Sunstrike connects here as well. It should be a kill, and indeed it is.
Believe me, something.
Easy kills, really. Radiant is... This is a completely different Radiant team.
They have a Spirit Breaker, so they're active early on. Also, Shadow Shaman is involved in all the 6 kills, so he has his boots plus Wind Lay, so he can set up the ganks easily.
31 losses, 32 losses on the Tidehunter. That's disgusting. It's difficult to really contest them.
Yeah, you can't really do anything about it. Oh, I mean, they can try to charge him. Move Shadow Shaman as well.
Speaking of, finding yet another kill. And Shadow Shaman involved, as you mentioned, in all of those kills. Glimpse back into the tower, but without a kinetic field, I don't really think that's going to be a kill. Speaking of, bottom lane, they do go for the Jakiro now. Yet again.
Double damage.
Yeah, this
Radiant's
so-called
bottom
carry
tower is
Jakiro.
under attack.
I mean, they have so much pushing power on the side of Radiant. I want to see when this Jakiro joins them to actually start staking towers. Like, if you put Shadow Shaman wards, Jakiro, Forge Spirits, Wind Ranger ulti, you can just kill 3 towers in 2 minutes.
I mean, it's more of an offlane Jakiro, right? I think Blue is their carry player, so there's more of an aggressive try-in with a carry and then having the offlane Jakiro, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
And I mean, we've seen this from a couple of teams, especially in NA, Complexity, one of those as well, that just love running that core Jakiro because, you know, as you mentioned, all the pushing power that you have. Shadow Shaman, well, that's actually not that bad of a kill for them if they do get it. You know, it's quite the important hero for the Radiant. And that's a killing spree for the Weaver as well.
So vulnerable.
Bottom lane, they find the Jakiro again inside the cogs. Yet another easy kill.
Yeah, this Jakiro is just feeding Tide Hunter 43 CS.
Speaking of feeding, TA might go down here again. Refraction is down. Shackle, Meteor, Sunstrike.
That's 0-5-0 TA, but he still has more farm than the Volker. Like,
Radiant's
Well, he has more
top
last
towers
hits,
are
but
Yeah.
fortified.
in net worth, he's definitely behind. He's behind like 1,000 in net worth.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Unfortunately for this TA, there's also not really any
Radiant's
ancient
bottom
stacked,
tower has
as far as I
fallen.
can tell. Nope, no ancient stacked. Top lane, Jakiro rotates. They want to go for the kill. Nice Shackle. And, of course, also the other Shackles. Didn't even need the Jakiro. He was just here for good measure.
yeah, he just came to steal the XP.
Yeah, really needs it actually. It's a nice and easy kill for them.
Dyer's
with that,
top
they're going to push the
tower is
tower.
under
They do have the
attack.
Jakiro after all.
Radiant are scanning.
Wind Ranger also has the ultimate. Do you commit for this? With the ultimate?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no point in not to, right?
Well, with level 3 liquid fire, soon to be 4,
Swiftly
he
to the
does,
temple's defense.
he's actually buying items. I don't know. Seems like he's in the shop. TA with the haste rune.
Dyer's top tower
Gets
is
shackled
under
up though.
attack.
Disruptor is trying to help here. They are going to get this kill. Question is, can they get anything more out of this? Tidehunter even TPs to this lane. No, they're not really getting anything. Tidehunter, by the way, did go for the phase boots. I love this build.
Yeah, it gives him mobility. Like he actually deals damage and can position
Dyer's
himself
middle
better.
tower is
Also,
under attack.
easier to use the anchor smash.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't need to go for, because mech is like super shitty item right now, one of the worst.
It's a Jakiro. Deep his top lane to avoid the Tidehunter, and Tidehunter just follows him. Macro Pyre drop, but Shield commits with the Ravage. At least one kill. Tidehunter might give up his life for this. Yeah, Sunstrike's gonna finish him off. Indeed it does. Charge goes through. Weaver does have an ultimate if he needs it. Gets shackled there. Could have been dangerous. He does get shackled now. Lim's gonna break the shackles, but there's the bash. Doesn't finish off the Weaver though. He has another charge, but he's not gonna commit for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised when Bench didn't
TP man.
commit to the tower there. Another
Sunstrike
Sunstrike, but
doesn't
misses. It's really hard to hit a Sunstrike if you're playing with a Spirit Breaker. You don't know if you're gonna use it, if he's gonna bash or not.
Honestly,
Flames,
he's
no
gonna TP
mana
out.
cooldown.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jakira's here back in the fray. Both the Weaver and the
Dyer's
Disruptor are
top
fairly
tower
low, but
is
they can
under
kite him
attack.
around potentially. Nope, no kiting. Mario might just drop here. I'm a Sheep is gonna hunt him. And one more right click. Oh, dual breath misses actually, but connected to the Weaver. Weaver has to be really careful. The charge is coming through and they know it as well. Weaver is just gonna die here. But the Clockwork is here to avenge his carry. Gets the Jakiro kill. Has to be careful though. Inside the Macro Pyre now as well. There's a Shackle available. Sunstrike. These fights, they're going so long that Invoker can use 2 to 3 Sunstrikes. That's how long that teamfight has been.
Yeah, it's 24 kills for 10 minutes. What more can you ask of Dota?
Much better than that Rock Gaming game we had earlier today.
Yeah. We had a game where score was 4-1 or 6-1 and the game just ended because one team was forced into their base and stood there for 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
And just called GG without even taking a fight.
Had like a 16,000 net worth deficit or something. It's crazy. Speaking of crazy, TA caught up in farm. Suddenly her net worth is only 300 gold behind the Invoker. Despite being, you know, 1-5-0.
Plus Invoker has a Midas. I mean, someone was stacking the Ancients for her.
Ancients for her.
It's gonna be still good timing on that Deso.
You know, that's one of the reasons why TA on Dire is so good. Being able to just run around between those ancient camps. Or just in general, why TA is a good mid-hero, you know, being able to catch up.
I feel like TA on Radiant is even better because the Ancient Camp is even closer, so you can stack it easily. Beep, beep.
Well,
I'm a sheep.
Radiant's
that's when you
bottom
can stack it
tower
yourself.
is under
But
Yeah.
attack.
if somebody stacks it for you, I feel like the. Actually, yeah, I guess it's good on both sides, really. But yeah, Jakiro goes down yet again. Didn't really have to commit much for it, to be honest. Did they even use the hook shot? I guess they did. Yeah.
Fortune's change.
MJW has the Ravage again. But it doesn't really feel like the Dire side really want to fight here. Feels like they're just content with the way things are right now. Top lane. Ultimate from those Spirit Breakers. Shackled on top of the Sunstrike, but the Sunstrike, I believe, missed.
Yeah.
Or it was like split between multiple targets? Does it even split into creeps? Yeah, it hits creeps. I don't know what happened. It feels like it didn't deal any damage to the Weaver.
Radiant are scanning.
Maybe it missed. I was looking at the bottom. Beep, beep. I'm a sheep. It's gonna go down once again.
Dyer's middle tower
Seems
is
like
under
TA
attack.
and Jakiro are trying to
compete.
play a game, yeah, who's gonna have more deaths.
Well, right
but,
now,
yeah, but-
Kira's like an easy winning.
Yeah, TA stopped though. TA has a Deso,
For the
which
temple.
opens up a Roche with the Swarm and Gush. That's a lot of minus armor.
Hook shot onto the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger again, very, very squishy. Sunstrike and Meteor to get at least
Radiant's
another
top
kill in
tower is
return,
under
but
attack.
of course you do still lose that core Wind Ranger. And that's the thing. That's why Wind Ranger just sucks these days. Like, one support can solo kill her. Stupid.
Well, it's also because she went for a pretty stupid build. It's a first item,
First
Blink
item,
dagger,
Blink.
especially
Against
against
the
the
clockwork.
clockwork.
Yeah.
It makes no sense.
Well, mid lane, they find the glimpse of
He's
the
out.
shot. He's
He
out
didn't
though.
even realize that he's not in the disruptor ulti.
They commit the Ravage for a Spirit Breaker kill. I'm not too sure about this.
A kill is a kill.
I guess it is, yeah. Well, this TA soon catching up with the Invoker, but have to keep in mind, like you mentioned earlier,
Dire's top tower
technically
is under
2,000
attack.
gold of that net worth is just the Midas.
Yeah. Well, we have more than 2 kills per minute. We gotta maintain that. That's why Ravage
Keep
is
going.
used.
All right. Well, that's a really good point. All right, with that Blink Dagger purchase up on Wind Ranger, you feel like she would have to do something with it, right?
Shackle.
Oh, there it is. Is that going to be a kill? No.
Now what?
Because you don't have any damage. That's the hero. Gonna get glimpsed back into tower range, and you're just gonna die. Pathetic. Oh no, no. All right.
You called it.
I called it too early. I was very angry with that Wind Ranger. Top lane, Weaver. That's a weird ward drop. I guess they wanted to go for that kill, but Weaver very difficult here to kill at this stage, even with Spirit Breaker or Shadow Shaman. I feel like they need another hero. In the meantime, Jakiro dies yet again, but I'm watching his top engagement where they're going to go for the Disruptor with a Cold Snap, so Brink is going to involve himself in yet another kill. Sunstrike on top of the Weaver, and this time it hits.
Yeah, this Invoker's gonna
Dire's
have
top
a
tower is
15-minute
under attack.
Aghanim Scepter.
Radiant structures are fortified.
That's gonna be a problem for them.
Oh, he wanted to go for a cute play to Wind Ranger.
Radiant's middle
And
tower
might
is
just get
falling.
punished for this. She does have Wound Run available, so they're going to keep her alive for now, but of course, it's still a Wind Ranger. Gush onto the Shadow Shaman. Don't need to pursue this. Ravage is down as well, they know it.
Charge ready in 2 seconds.
Yeah. Refraction charges up as well. Of course, there's a Jakiro though, so the Refraction doesn't mean jack shit. They're gonna force staff the TA in, and now she gets Cold Snap. Might just get punished for this. Indeed, she does. Can't really kill the Titan Hunter though. Can they? Oh, he's just gonna stand his ground. In the meantime, Weaver comes in. The Spirit Breaker falls in the backline. Weaver is gonna go for a solo kill on the Jakiro, and is gonna get it. And now they're gonna turn for the Invoker. They really want this kill, don't they? Yeah, Static Storm drop, and he just misses the kinetic field though.
No mana on Invoker.
Yeah, he's gonna get glimpsed back in and back into the Weaver. Wind Ranger's even available here again.
Pin.
Nice shackle. They really want this Invoker though. Cannot get it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, Weaver is level 11, so with the mana break, plus when she makes Diffusal Blade, that's a lot of
Radiant's
damage.
bottom tower
Another
is under
Sunstrike
attack.
does
would've
not
been
connect.
That would have been a very cheeky one. I don't even think that would have been enough. He was at like 600 HP. Yeah.
That was really aggressive force staff by Tide Hunter on a
For the
TA,
TA, yeah.
who did not have any refraction charges on, and as you said, you're playing against the Jakiro, those refractions just disappear in a second.
That Wind Ranger just deals more damage. Charge gonna go on through to the Tide Hunter. Can they kill him? He has Ravage available if he wants to. Force himself out. Static Field's gonna keep them away.
That looked funny. It was a Spirit Breaker ulti with the Kraken Shell activation at the exact same moment.
Well, they're gonna go for the Spirit Breaker here. He's gonna get hunted down, and he's gonna fall with the Desolator from the TA. I'm a Sheep Sucks. Also gonna get hunted down here in the mid lane. This poor Jakiro, man. This entire game just dying all over the place.
Yeah, well, Wind Ranger has just a
Radiant's
casual
middle
Blink
tower
Dagger
is under
and
attack.
wants to go for Aghanim Scepter. I don't think this Aghanim Scepter is gonna be completed ever. Even if she completes it, she has no damage.
Oh, Tide Hunter gets tornadoed up, but again, it's a Tide Hunter. He's so tanky. Hookshot onto 2, Cogs onto 2 as well. They do trap the TA though, so TA being hit between tower and the wards. There's a nice Ravage going to connect onto 3. They're going to kill the Invoker and possibly the Spirit Breaker as well. Can they?
Oh, Jakiro wants to die as well.
He just TPs into everybody. He does have a macro point available, but doesn't really do too much right now. Clockwork, they're very close.
Oh,
Ice Path connect, but it's not going to be enough. Nope. Do they have another Glimpse available? They do have a Glimpse available if they want to. This Titan is just holding his ground. They can't kill him, and he knows it. Like, he gets tornadoed, Meteor, he just doesn't care. Ice Path onto him again. Gets baited, baits them into Blink Shackle. They might be able to turn it around here. Nope.
where's that glimpse?
Yeah, he used the Glimpse on the one that TP'd.
Oh, yeah, on Shadow Shaman.
Well, they do lose the TA, but they get the Invoker kill, which I think is still pretty good for them.
Yeah, 7,000 gold advantage already. I mean, this opens up the Roche, but they need to take a fight before, or they can just try to smoke in.
Smoke up, yeah.
Yeah.
Gold for bounty.
A mysterious force.
Looks like they want to smoke up. Yeah, and they are indeed smoking. Was a bit of a risky smoke. Tidehunter was in the river. If there's like one ward across the river, that's very dangerous. Do they have a gem? They don't
Radiant
have a
are
gem.
scanning.
Well, you can't see Tidehunter in the water. That's the problem.
Dire's bottom tower
Right.
is under
I forgot about that. I forgot about that mechanic.
That's a double damage DA.
It's the easiest Roche of their life. Radiant are looking for smoke gank here, but they're not going to find it.
Roshan has
Oh,
fallen.
Jakiro gets caught out again. Of course it is him. Tornado connects onto the TA. Meteor on top of it as well. Now
Nice
there's a double
shackle.
shackle onto 2 heroes. The question is, can they follow it up? TA is being targeted, but she does have the Aegis, doesn't she? She does have it, so killing her wouldn't even mean that much. And oh, she blows up the Wind Ranger beforehand. Spirit Breaker now being hunted down. He dies, and where's the Invoker? There he is. They have the Static Storm. Do they have Invis Detection?
Sentry
Oh, they
and
have a
the
Sentry,
dust.
yeah. It's a dead Invoker. It's 4 dead. And the only casualty was the Aegis.
Yeah, once TA gets that Hurricane Pike, it's gonna be so hard to kill her. They have what, one Force Staff on Clock, one on Tidehunter.
They fixed the teamfight recap, I think.
Nice.
Radiant's
At least
top
it looks
tower
very normal.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's
seems fixed.
accurate.
Well, again, I
Radiant's
think that
top
fight
tower has fallen.
very much highlighted the issue of the Wind Ranger. No? Speaking of shackles, Wind Ranger. They do find the Clockwork. He's going to have to die here. He's pretty tanky. They do get a kill here, but now they're going to get backstab from the Weaver coming in here as well. Nice double shackle. Tidehunter fakes the Ravage. He does have it, and now he uses it. Well, TA comes in as well, blows up the Wind Ranger. Charge goes on through. Spirit Breaker just wants to get away from here. Oh, he dies. Gonna get the...
12 deaths on that Jakiro.
No longer hide.
Maybe he's trying to go for the Milk Award. He just doesn't realize that you actually have
Radiant's
to win the
top
game for it
tower
as well.
is under
Yeah.
attack.
Meteor just gonna try to delay the push, but if anything, he might just cause his own death because of it. The sentries drop, so Ghostwalk doesn't do jack shit anymore. Gets glimpse back, and that's his death, isn't it?
Yeah, they might as well call the game right here. Knowing the NA players, how easy is to tilt them.
Radiant structures are
Well,
fortified.
Jakiro even buys Tome of Knowledge.
Radiant's middle
mean,
tower
why
is
not?
under attack.
Well, if you're higher level, the respawn time is bigger.
True. Well, mid lane, Tidehunter just, again, standing here very aggressively. They do have the Hex now. They can, chain shackle him. They have another shackle from the Wind Ranger, of course. Ice Path as well. Can they kill him? That's the question. Can they kill him before anybody comes in and rotates and tries to support him? And he's dropping really low, should die now. And they do find the kill. That's a little bit of a satisfying kill, isn't it?
Yeah, especially for Wind Ranger.
Denied.
Who finally realized she needs to go for a 4-step, by the way.
Dire's
Charge
middle
gonna go
tower
through.
is under
Blink Shackle, beautiful one at that. They're gonna go for the Weaver with the Spirit Breaker ultimate as well. That could be a huge kill for them, but oh no, the power shot misses, and now they have to pay for it. Windfront is not gonna save her, and Spirit Breaker also gonna get destroyed by the TA. Speaking of destruction, that Jakiro doesn't last long. And in the back lane, they also killed this Shadow
Radiant's
Shaman.
bottom
Yeah,
tower
looked
is
promising
takes the tower.
for a second, then the missed power shot. I mean, it doesn't even matter. They're really deep into enemy territory.
Well, to be fair though, if they kill that Weaver, that's still a huge kill for them. And maybe they get away afterwards. Who knows?
TA is getting out of control. Considering TA was
0-5-0
0-5-0 at one
top
point,
tower is under attack.
now sitting on even 4,000 more net worth than the Invoker, who had 15-minute Aghanim's Midas.
Radiant's
I didn't
top
even realize he
tower
has double
has
mill
fallen.
talisman on Invoker.
Yeah.
Did he have that on the laning stage?
Well, he definitely didn't buy it at the 23 minutes.
Look!
No, he had it
Under
during
attack.
the early stages. He needed that extra mana just to dominate the lane and
Yeah, I
have
get
mana
that.
for a Sunstrike on the top lane, because he
Get
was
that.
pretty much using it all the time.
But this is a team that ran support and support terribly. I'm just saying, anything's possible. Looks like mid might be the place to fight here. At least this is where the Radiant would like to fight right now. Or is it? Tornado to start things off. Meteor on top of it. Ice Path and Ice Wall. Gonna slow him down for sure, but it's really difficult to just burst down this Tidehunter. Weaver comes in with the Diffusal Blade. Gonna slow the Jakiro. Charge out. Shackle connects. And there's the hook shot from the Clockwork onto the Windrunner, but nice force off. And once again, of course, it's Jakiro to die first. Weaver gets hexed up. The Spirit Breaker can't decide who to ulti, can he? Nice Sunstrike and kill onto the Weaver. That's a huge kill for them. Tornado going to slow them down with the EMP on top. Glimpse back onto the Spirit Breaker. He's going to be fine for now. Shackle immediately cancelled from the Shadow Shaman, and he's trapped. He might just fall here. It's a Shackle from the Windrunner, but not really going to do anything. If Shadow Shaman survives, well, nope,
Not
never
for
mind.
long.
That Rocket does get the kill.
They're still not giving up. What do they have? One Force Staff, 2 Force Staffs on the side of Radiant. 17,000
Tornadoes
net
gonna
worth
miss.
lead.
Well, that force staff, that first force staff, I think was the Shadow Shaman, was it? Yeah, that was really big, so that the Windrunner would survive. They need more. Honestly, that game would be very different if the Windrunner had a force staff earlier on, I think.
Yeah, at least she could save Jakiro a couple of times. What do we have? Weaver almost, well, not almost, but getting close to Lincoln Sphere. Once TA finishes her BKB and it's done, it's gonna be pretty easy to siege tier 3s.
Charge mid. Looks like they want to fight here. Tidehunter is dropping somewhat low. He does have Ravage available, so it's a very unlikely kill for them. Hook shot onto 2. What a huge hook shot. There's the Ravage to follow on through as well, so they do find the kill on the Wind Ranger. Force staff out from the Invoker, but he gets glimpsed back into the cogs. That could be a huge kill for them. But he survives for now. Nope, Dust should be able to kill, and indeed it does. And they're going to hunt down the rest of the team. Buyback from the Wind Ranger. I'm not sure about that. The Force staff from the TA. Well, there's a Blade Mail into the Spirit Breaker. I'm not sure if they want to fight that. But with the wave coming in, surely they will look to fight the high ground. At least force the buyback from the Invoker.
Yeah, he has a buyback. They don't have a Ravage, but they need to hit the Super 6 Shackle on 2 heroes to actually start a fight and then invoke the buyback.
Speaking of, Jakiro now dropping very low. Charge gonna go on through. TA getting force staffed out though. Sunstrike, is it gonna connect? It does, even through the BKB of course, and TA falls down for 70 seconds. Now they're gonna look to pursue and charge. But glimpse back onto the Wind Ranger. Can they really continue chasing here? Spirit Breaker dropping a bit low. There's a kinetic field. Now the hook shot onto the Wind Ranger as well. There's no force stuff available anymore. Now there's a Meteor on top of the Clockwork only node, so that's not really a fantastic trade. But he does go down. Tidehunter in the middle of things. Still gets the kill into the Shadow Shaman. Now it's just Invoker versus the world. Can he at least get the kill into the Tidehunter here? Yeah, does get it. Is there an invisible action for him? There's a sentry. Now he knows that there's a sentry now.
Can you run out of the vision? Yeah.
Yeah, he does. So he's gonna survive. That was not a bad fight for the Radiant, was it?
Well, Invoker bought back, so it's basically a team wipe, but he got a lot of gold from TA 1.1k.
Yeah, that Sunstrike was really on point. And of course, that was, I believe, the first time she used BKB. Yeah, it was the first BKB use as well, so that sucks if you're a TA. Maybe
15 deaths on Jakiro. They have a trap inside the Roche pit, so they know when it spawns. If they want to take it home safely, they should just wait for the Roche, give TA Aegis, cheese to probably a Weaver.
The
Arcane
hidden
Rune
ones
now
have
for the
blessed
TA.
me.
It's not really that good in TA. Really.
Among the hidden ones.
It's good for a BKB, Blink, Refraction cooldown, and plus she has a Pike, a lot of items to use.
Well,
Lowers
yeah,
the cooldown on Deso as well. Plus, you can change power threads
much quicker.
much quicker, yeah.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, I hear hacks. Oh, that's the Weaver. That could be a huge kill for them, and indeed it is. They kill the Weaver yet again with the Sunstrike. Maybe this is why they didn't give up just now, because they think they can still kill everybody with this Invoker.
Yeah, Invoker needs another item.
I mean, everybody on the Radiant side needs another item, really. Charge going on through for the TA, but now the Static Storm cancels the Split Break ultimate. There's a force up from the Tidehunter going in. Pops the Ravage Roll. Sunstrike does connect, but doesn't really do too much. Actually,
Nah, he missed.
Shadow Shaman dies. Jakiro, of course, dies as well. Tornado EMP, not even going to connect, is it? Oh, actually, it does still connect. EMP, that is. But 3 heroes down, and they can still push, of course, with the Desolator. So what's going to stop them, really?
Well, when you have 9 Spirit Vessel charges, you know you're not using it correctly.
Oh, double shackle on top of the meteor and the deafening blast, but the force stuff away from the meteor to avoid losing all the refraction charges immediately. Cold snap and not cold snap used. Now the cold snap is used. Wind Ranger glimpses back into the static kinetic field. It has to be very careful. Might fall here actually. Yeah, it does fall here. Imagine getting right click just by a disruptor.
Yeah, that's a game. Invoker has no buyback with a TA. They can just clear 3 sides, but they're gonna call it.
Well, they're gonna definitely take 2 sides. They might just stall long enough to not lose the 3rd one.
They can't take a fight without Invoker.
Radiant's middle barracks
Well,
has fallen.
that was a valiant effort from Cat123 up until now, but it's just, you know, after that horrendous start, and also some of the items build. Oh, Weaver's back in the game. They dropped the Macro Power and the Ice Path, but Shakir just gets obliterated. BKB used. Doesn't even need BKB, just for good measure, really.
Radiant's top barracks
So
are
yeah,
under
it's
attack.
another set of racks. Not much they can do about it.
Oh yeah, they still have tier 2
Radiant's top
on the bottom,
barracks has
but
fallen.
GG is
Oh, right,
called.
they still have one.
Radiant's
yeah.
top
Call it
barracks
anyway.
has fallen.
Well, CES, or Carlton Esports,
Victory.
I think that's what they're called. They,
Cotton Esports?
Carlton.
Carlton?
They take the series 2-0. Cat123 had some fun strats, had some fun ideas, but ultimately didn't really.
Well, CES seems like a more solid team, like players who want to win and participate. I mean, they have a Tidehunter. This is the name I said I know from the previous couple of tournaments. Him and
Iron
TAs.
Adelaide,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, he's 49.
In rank,
in USA, but still. Like
No, this was.
some of the players from the Radiant team are also 19th and 87th,
Yeah, that's not bad.
which is not bad.
But overall, you could definitely tell that CS was just a much better team in general. Like it was just not only on an individual level, but just as a team they worked better. They had better drafts. They had better.
Well, you can't have the worst draft than in game number 1 from
Tidehunter
Cats
support.
123.
Not Tidehunter.
Terrorblade plus
Terrorblade.
Dazzle mid.
Yeah.
Vano position 5, bottom off lane. If they randomed, they would have a better team composition.
Probably. It didn't help that also in this game again. I do think the Blink Dagger on the Wind Ranger was a little bit weak.
Super weak.
Against a Clockwork for sure, that was just the wrong choice. And of course, the Jakir just wasn't able to do anything in this game.
Well, what do you mean? He fed 17
Well, he did
kills.
that, yeah.
What?
He did that. Anyway, that was the last NA series for the day. So we're done with that, but we're not done with this broadcast. We're gonna do more China today. I believe LGD versus IG is coming up. I'm not making any promises. I think that's the next series.
We're gonna have a couple of good games today from China.
LFY Ehome.
Yeah, that's
That's
gonna
be
be
a
hype.
sick one.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Ehome looked really good on day number 1, even though they played the
Rock Gaming.
Rock Gaming.
As good as the name sounds.
I mean, Ehome has. Well, we'll save that for later.
We'll save that for later. For now, we'll take a break. We'll probably have to wait another at least 10-20 minutes until the lobby's up, but we're going to keep you updated and stay tuned. My name is Kim. This is Lacoste. We'll be back with China.